everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Steelers are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Raiders defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ten yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Dobbs. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the pop.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. They'll look to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one fielded at the 5. And some space here. Martavis Bryant, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 95 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
he's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So we have reached halftime here. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Give him a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. A toss play to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they run with Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. To kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run here with Mixon. Finding some room at midfield. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards on the ground. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. The Broncos have grabbed the lead over the Chargers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. The Chargers have now taken the lead over the Broncos. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Looking to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. As they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got room. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw now on first down. Going for it all. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This will be fielded at the 6. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Bell. Room here to Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a handoff looking right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
No, check, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Green. No, check, Patriot. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Let's go. Blue, Leopard.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Patriot. Set. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Detroit.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a give to Bell running left. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The give is to Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the right side with Bell.